Can you tell us anything whatsoever?
I know you just give us. One more station.
Welcome back to the Two Dudes Talk Music YouTube channel. I am the Reverend Raph John once again by my good friend Kyle, aka the Beer Buddy.
What's going on, everybody?
We are the Two Dudes Who Talk Music, and we are joined today by our new mates, Killer and Waffles from Storm the Crown.
Yo, what is going on? Baby?
If you haven't checked it out already, go back to Thursdays and check out the podcast, either on YouTube or in audio format. But we are here today for the Quick Question Quarter, spelt with Q's, not K's, because we don't roll like that. This is just some rapid-fire questions to dive into our guests' musical mental minds, find out what got them started on their musical journeys and what drives them and inspires them, and just maybe a few sort of surprising questions to learn a little bit more about them.
Rock and roll.
So we'll dive in nice and easy. What was the first instrument that you learned to play? Vocals does count. Recorder in primary school does not.
Guitar. 12 years old, saved up my pennies, went to the local pawn shop, bought an acoustic guitar, annoyed the hell out of my parents learning Nirvana songs.
Nice.
And mine was not much different.
Yeah.
Mine was about the same. Yeah.
Nice. Okay,
That's
cool,
away.
cool. See, my parents didn't want to get me an electric guitar until I'd stuck with acoustic guitar for a little while. But the problem was, having acoustic guitar, they actually had to hear me playing it. I'm like, if you all got me an electric, once you got me an electric, I could plug the headphones into the little fucking PV Rage, and then you don't have to hear me, like, playing the shit anymore.
I'd love to have seen little Raph get his first. What are you doing giving me this Grandpa's guitar?
Grandpa's guitars.
It was my dad's. It was my dad's. I think it's a Yamaha something or other. It was one of the dreadnought bodies, like huge. So there's like, I mean, I'm a short dude anyway. So there's like fucking, 14-year-old me trying to like reach around this fucking giant dreadnought body to play shit. Crazy. Okay, so guitar for both of you. Nice. That's pretty cool. What was the first album that you purchased? This can be either purchased with your own money or the first one that you nagged your parents to buy you. Either way.
Yeah, it would have been... First cassettes I bought were KLF The White Room when that came out, and Crisscross The Jump album when that came
Daddy
out.
Mac. Daddy Mac.
He'll make you jump.
Make you jump.
Yeah.
Mine was probably Mother's Milk Chili Peppers.
Ooh, good. That's a good one.
And House of Pain's first album. I think I remember
Everlast.
those two. They were on tape. I remember buying Body Count self-titled on CD. With my own.
Great album.
With Cop Killer on it. And
Yeah, I had that as well. Yeah.
But yeah, they would have been the first few.
I love that. That's great. Like this is the thing. I maintain
classics.
I maintain that genuinely most metalheads, if they would not be up their own ass about stuff, really, really enjoy rap. Like, I think there's a lot of crossover in the energy and the intent between the two. I often say that metal music is can be considered, music of disaffected young white men, where rap came from disaffected young black men. As a very broad generalization, I realize I'm not trying to, take credit away from any other stuff, but I'm just thinking sort of broad terms there. But I think that's why the two genres can collaborate so well.
Oh yeah.
I think that's why for a lot of metalheads, you show them some really cool rap stuff and they'll vibe on it. And the same way around, like you watch a lot of these videos of rappers reacting to metal stuff and they're like getting in on the groove and they're like really feeling it and getting into it. I think
things like Fear of a Black Planet was one of them albums that sort of led me down that because of Anthrax, and then it led me that way because I remember listening to Attack of the Killer Bees when I was a kid. My sister had it, and I obviously stole her tape because I was a jerk, and started listening to that, and that got me into that, and then on to other things like I ended up listening to Grave Diggers and stuff like that later on in the track because of listening to Public Enemy. So yeah,
it's the same passion, different output.
yes,
Yep.
exactly,
100%.
exactly. No, that's great. That's just great first picks. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What was the first live concert that you attended?
Silverchair. The day it was the day that tomorrow single went #1 at a tiny little regional pub in my hometown.
Yes. That must have been. I'm a bit jealous. I'm a bit
Yeah.
jealous. I never got to see Silverchair back in the heyday.
And I was 14 at the time, so it was They were not much older. They got kicked out of the pub.
I know. They would have had to play their set and go.
Yeah, I bumped into them. They went fishing after the show. I bumped into them.
They're mad.
I think one of my first ones would have been something like Midsummer Meltdown at South Adelaide Footy Club with like Clowns of Decadence, Where's the Pope, Bearded Clams, Numbskulls, all that sort of era when I was in high school, in high school still, like pretty young. But yeah.
Nice.
That would have been my first one. But the
What
local
a name
scene
for
was
a band, eh? I remember hearing of the Bearded Clams.
Great band.
they're still going, aren't they?
Yeah, same with Clowns of
Are they?
Decadence. Amazing band.
Yeah. Bearded Clams' singer lives
Numbskulls.
Numbskull's singer lives down the road, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Awesome.
That's fucking crazy.
I love that though. I love that we can we're talking about stuff and we kind of get the same era. You know, it's a lot of the time we'll talk to, you know, like I said, we interview a lot of younger bands sometimes and they'll be like, oh yeah, so I think my first one was like 2015 and I was in high school and it was, you know, some album and I'm like, it's some band that I've been listening to for 25 years or some shit. And I'm just like, oh.
Shit, I was in high school when Kurt Cobain died. So,
I remember going to high school and crying all day.
Yeah. I remember being pretty upset about that as well. Yeah, that's how old we are.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh darn you, allegedly, Courtney.
So for me, I think
allegedly.
I was a bit young. I was a few years too young for that when it was kind of coming through. But the first one I remember hearing about where an artist I was enjoying dying was Dimebag.
Yep.
That I was watching literally, and I was like watching the morning news on the weekend, and they talked about it on the news, and I was like, wait, do they mean that? I'm like, surely it's not that Dimebag Day. What? That Dimebag? What? And I looked it up, and I'm like, oh my god! Like I was shaken. I was really shaken.
It's weird how it has that emotional impact on you, even though you never met them. But music, it has that effect. Same as Scott Whelan from Stone Temple Pilots, Lane Staley. It was that because I was heavily into grunge as well. Though I had the same reaction each time. It's like, holy shit! Like these are people I've been listening to since I was a kid. Yeah, and it
sucks, and it's unfortunately for people of our age, it's going to happen. It's going to be happening more often as well. It's going to be happening more often. We're going to have, you know, I hate to say it, but I think probably in the next 5 years, maybe we'll probably hear about, you know, Get Told that Ozzy Osbourne's kicked off, and that's going to be like.
I'm surprised he's still alive. The amount of coke that guy's ingested over the years, I'm surprised he has a nostril left.
It's the Keith Richards
and a brain
effect.
Left. Yeah.
But yeah, it's unfortunately it's going to happen more and more frequently. You know, as we get a bit older, and it'll be like it's going to suck. It's going to suck because we will have spent large parts of our lives listening to these people pouring their hearts out and enjoying what they've put out into the world, and it's, you know. It's a sad reality, but it's just kind of the way it is, unfortunately. But moving back to the quick question quarter, something a little bit more positive there. What's an instrument you've always wanted to learn but haven't yet?
Saxophone. Because
you're selling him at Audi.
Really?
It is cool. Like
you just want to grease yourself up like that dude from Lost Boys, don't you?
No, I mean there is that. Yeah. That is awesome. I'm not going to deny it.
Dancing in the dark as well. That Lost Boys scene's iconic.
It is.
I really don't know. If anything, upright bass, I suppose. It's still a bass, but it's an upright. It's a completely different animal to me. I'd love to do that.
Hell yeah. Well, tell you what, for maybe not the next couple of singles, but for whatever you release after that, we want a sax solo in there.
Yes.
That's the mission.
All about that. I love that.
Yeah. Red Hook, do it.
Yeah, Red Hook, throw it in there.
Ghost have done it.
Yep, Auralize, throw it in there as well.
Speed
with the flute and everything.
Solo.
Yeah, it is room there. You just got to find the right way to put it in.
Yeah.
Maybe a cover of Careless Whisper or something. Or Baker Street or something like that.
Yeah.
If you could pick one big band or artist to open a show for, who would it be?
Oh, it's so difficult.
When I say one, you each get one.
It's so hard because I mean, before like a year ago, I would have said Bleeding Through. And we've been fortunate enough to play with them, which has been amazing.
That now, haven't you? You're on the question.
I know. There are lots of bands. Dude. I mean, are we talking dead or alive?
Okay,
Doesn't
so
matter.
generally the way we approach this question is there's no rules. So dead or alive, active
give me
or
Hendrix.
not, peak period in their career, you know. Jimi Hendrix.
Give me Hendrix.
Very nice.
That'd be and selfishly because I want to watch.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'd love to be side of stage and watch that. That'd be amazing.
Yeah. That'd be crazy.
Oh.
Dead, I'd say. Well, not the band's not dead, but the person's dead. Alice in Chains, Layton Staley era. Alive, Poison the Well.
Oh yeah.
Poison the Well.
Love to play with Poison the Well. That'd be amazing.
Hint, if you're listening, boys.
If you're listening, hook these guys up with a gig and then come on the podcast and talk to us as well. And we'll just hit us up and we'll give you their details and we'll queue up a time to talk.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
All right. I like this one. This is one of my favorite questions. Who is a band or artist that you're listening to right now that you believe is underrated and deserves more attention? This is the question that someone recommended you guys to us.
Oh, there you go.
So I was one of the bands from Adelaide that I think we met through our involvement with Metal to the Max festival that recommended you guys.
Who name dropped us?
I honestly can't remember, but I'm certain it was one of the Adelaide bands that.
There were some awesome bands that went over for that.
Yes.
For me, I mean, these guys are doing awesome. They're not really. I don't know if they're underrated, but I think they should be more rated than they are. But Lost Souls, they are my homies. Okay. I love Lost Souls.
Mm-hmm.
I've got the wallpaper on the computer right here.
That's a cool wallpaper.
Thanks, man. Well, I mean, thank them. I didn't do it.
What's the song recommendation?
Oh, their new one is amazing. Mosh Lord X, with
not dropping that in there, are you? Because you're in the film clip.
Well, I might be in the clip as well, which helps.
With Jonathan Vigil.
Yeah, it's got Jonathan Vigil from The Ghost Inside on it.
Hold on, is that them? Is that the guys that do those TikToks?
Yeah, they're my homies. They're the boys. Kevin the guys.
That's them.
That's
them. Yeah. So I'm in the end of their next clip. Yeah, check out Lost Souls.
The ping pong.
Yeah. Dude, check out their songs. Their music is amazing. They are awesome. They've got Jonathan Vigil from A Ghost Inside on their latest single. Their album drops in about a month. They are awesome. They are the homies. Like they are good friends. So
okay.
Obviously, if I'm in the end of their new clip, but
yeah,
I can see my head.
Yeah, I know you can see me. I'm right there. You can
tell it's him.
Yeah, you can hear me yelling. You can see and hear me.
Cool.
Acting like I normally do. Just having fun. But no, for me, definitely Lost Souls. They are amazing. Nice. They should be getting way bigger numbers than they are.
If they keep on going the route of what they're doing with the cartoons and their TikToks and their Instagrams, give them a year and they're there.
I mean,
mate, they are killing it.
I'm seeing some of these songs and they're like, even on YouTube Music, they're nudging towards the sort of million plays mark on some of their songs on even YouTube Music, which is, usually Spotify's even higher than that. So they're clearly doing well for themselves. But yeah, for sure, we'll check those guys out.
They should be the biggest. They're the best.
And I'll say Dead Weight 80 just because.
Oh yes,
we love them.
Yeah. Ecdysis as well.
Ecdysis as well. Just shit. There's a couple. Ecdysis, Dead Weight 80. Yeah. So Adelaide, Ecdysis, they should be bigger than what they are.
Oh yeah, they are amazing.
Sid is an absolute animal on guitar.
And the best dude ever.
Crap he does it. And then just Dead Weight 80 just because it's Dead Weight 80.
Nice.
Dead Weight 80 are dope.
We love that question because like we find so many fucking cool bands from the recommendations of the other cool bands that we talk to. So this is because nobody knows music like fucking people playing in bands, right? No one knows who's on the good shit. What is something people may be surprised to learn about you?
I've got lots.
Oh God, how long you got? Because he's full of surprises.
I've done lots of strange and different things over my life. So I'm a qualified minister.
Me too.
I used to do ballet. I still tap dance in the kitchen often, especially when I see my mum, who was a dance teacher.
Oh wow!
The first album that got me into music was Paul Simon's Graceland album. Nothing heavy at all, which I still listen to constantly. As you can see, I collect toys, which isn't a surprise when you see the room, but when people find that
Everybody
about me,
knows.
yeah, they know now.
So you're a real windswept and interesting individual. You got lore.
Yeah, I do have lore, and I'm knocking things over everywhere. No, I have fun. I just have fun. I've got ADHD and autism, so I kind of am all over the place sometimes as well. So yeah, lots and lots of different interests. Oh, I dance. Beyonce Crazy in Love is the best song ever written. And that comes on and the arms are above the head. We're having a good time.
This is 1 a.m. on the way back from a gig.
Oh yeah, you got a party.
It's not fun.
You got a party. No,
That's when you need someone like that the most.
Love life, man.
Give you the energy for the drive home, so you can get home before you crash out.
I just want to make sure the driver stays awake. So
that's all it is.
It's normally my wife. Shout out to her because she puts up with our shit.
Yes,
the ginge.
Big love.
Me, nothing. I'm not a complete arsehole. There's something people don't know. There's really fuck all.
You are a bass player though. Like, let's just,
Yes, he is.
I'm about 75% arsehole, maybe more. There's other words I could describe or have been told, but I'm not going to say them.
Yeah, no. What people don't know about Waffle is he's actually a sweetheart. So there you go. He wears the arsehole suit well, but no, he's lovely.
Yeah, I like.
Thanks, man.
As a fellow bass player, I like to claim the same. I say I like to phrase it similar to how Jack Sparrow does in the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. I'm a complete cunt interrupted by brief periods of being a decent human being.
That's the name I get called a lot.
With a hard T.
Oh yeah.
All right, if you had to pick one album, only one album to listen to for the rest of your life, what album are you picking?
Judgment Night soundtrack.
Oh, that was fire.
Oh, yes.
I think you've won.
You
that
might have
question.
won that question, yeah.
That's the easiest answer
I don't know how
ever.
you do it. I don't know how you do it so quick.
You are getting the best of everything on there. You got heaps and heaps of amazing artists. It's an awesome soundtrack. Takes me back to being, probably 15 in high school, 14, 15, cranking that. Yeah.
That's a strong choice. I like that.
I mean, either that or you go with like the best of the Aussie road trip, volume 17, or something with K-San on it.
Now that's what I call music.
Yeah.
Mine will come with a visual one. Here we go. I've got it over here.
All right.
Hold on.
Waiting. Ding, ding, ding.
This one.
Music.
Oh, it's getting blurry. It's getting blurred by the your background.
Oh my
shit! That was Bungle. It was Bungle.
Yeah.
It's Mr. Bungle,
Mr.
right?
Bungle.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
This album.
Okay. Love it.
100%.
That's solid. See, Mr. Bungle's where it's at too.
Great band.
They were so far ahead of their time. People just didn't know it.
I like that album because it's circus music cross porn music cross metal.
Gypsy as well.
To really get a grasp of it, LSD is the only way to listen to it.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Don't do drugs, but I mean, if you listen to that, Jesus.
All right.
Get your head around it.
Nice, wholesome one to close out this one here. What are you most grateful for about your involvement in music?
The output it gives me. I love music with everything I've got. It's that one thing in your life that doesn't talk back, doesn't give you a hard time, is always there for you. And the more you love it, the more it gives back to you. For me, it's I just love it. So
I like that. That's a good answer.
And for me, it's these idiots that I play with. Like to build that family outside of my actual family, to have that group of people that I get to spend this time with, to get on stage to do dumb shit with. It's just great. It's fucking amazing. I would not have thought I'd be doing any of this a couple of years ago. Like before Storm the Crown started, like, because we were just fucking around. Like, that's all it was. We were playing some covers, just dicking around in our band room. And now we've had the chance to do all this other dumb shit on a bigger scale together as a little family. And it's just rad.
Love that. I love that. Beautiful. Nice way to close that one out. Thank you very, very much to Killer and Waffles from Storm the Crown. You guys have been absolutely amazing. Stay tuned to the YouTube channel because we will have Get in the Bin coming tomorrow. But that's all for today there. We will have links to everything Storm the Crown's got going on, all their socials, so you can follow them on your platform of choice and keep up with everything that they're doing. They got some shows coming up this year. They got new music coming this year, and they've just released an EP, so go and listen to that too. But for now, I have been Reverend Raph. This has been the Beer Buddy Kyle with Killer and Waffles from Storm the Crown. If you've watched this far in the video, you're an absolute legend. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you didn't, downvote the shit out of it. We'll catch you guys next time. Stay cool.
Peace.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. We really hope you had a good time. If you did, please consider hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell down there. It helps the channel grow. We are still a fairly young channel and we like to try and grow our audience all over the world. We do also, for those of you who are interested, have a Patreon. It's just a couple of bucks a month. At the moment, you get all the videos early and ad-free, but we are working on ways to increase the value of that and make it a bit more enticing. So don't forget to keep an eye out and check back on what's going on over there. Other than that, thank you so much for your time. Enjoy the rest of your day.